production facility operated by BASF in Denmark, vitamin A oil droplets are packaged into tiny microcapsules. Only in this way can the sensitive vitamin A be adequately protected against harmful influences and admixed easily with staple foods such as sugar and flour. Vitamin A is first emulsified as droplets in water and then stabilized in the homogenization phase to prevent the components separating. The mixture also contains sugar molecules as film-forming agents and antioxidants as protection against free radicals. This mixture is then sprayed as a fine cloud of mist and dried in a current of air until the water content is only a few %. Simultaneously, particles of starch are added to form the outer layer of the microcapsules and provide the necessary flowability. Excess starch is returned through a cyclone to the production process. After gentle drying, capsules measuring about 300 micrometers, known as beadlets, are obtained in which the vitamin A oil droplets are still liquid and held inside a solid matrix of antioxidants and carbohydrates, protecting them perfectly against the effects of heat, light and oxygen.
BASF. We create chemistry.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, depending wherever you are. Thank you for your thank you for attending this webinar. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome to all of you in this webinar with the topic challenge of halal certification and strategies to grow business in the global halal market. I am Andreawan Subakti and I would be the moderator for the next 90 minutes. We are honored to be here with our expert from LPPOM MUI. Let me introduce them to you. In this room, already joined Dr. Mulyorini Hilwan as the first speaker. She is a member of Halal Audit Quality Board of LPPOM MUI. She will explain about the challenge of halal certification, especially in Indonesia. And we also have Ms. Cucu Purwaningrum as the second speaker. She is the manager of networking and product development of LPPOM MUI. She will explain about procedure to obtain a halal certificate and several programs from LPPOM MUI that you can take to make the process become easier. So, and as we know, the pandemic situation seems to be coming to an end, and this certainly has a positive impact on the economic sector that continues to grow. One of them is halal market. However, for almost 3 years of this pandemic, many improvements have occurred in halal certification, especially in Indonesia. From both experts, you will get information in more detail related to the halal certification. Please be informed that this webinar will begin with a presentation from the speakers, and we will have a session discussion afterwards. And to ensure all participants in this webinar getting clear information, I humbly request you set your microphone mute during the presentation. For those who have questions, you can type your question in the chat box. And all right, without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Mulyorini to share your information. Dr. Mulyorini, the time is yours.
Thank you very much, Pak Bekti. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me share my screen. And according to the topic that I have to deliver in this webinar, I would like to deliver the challenge of current halal certification, especially in Indonesia. Yeah. Okay. Now I will open with why halal certification is necessary. Yeah. Okay, so consuming halal seafood and also wood is compulsory to all Muslim, and it is clearly stated in the Holy Book Quran. Yeah. And what is the meaning of halal? Halal means allowed or lawful, and the opposite of that is haram. Haram means prohibited or unlawful. Mean Muslims are prohibited to consume product that are haram. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, basically, number of haram material in Holy Book Quran and Hadith are few. Yeah, we can have like a carrion, then pork and pork derivatives, blood. Yeah, and animal that not slaughter by mentioning Allah name. Yeah, uh, and in Hadith we have like animal that have sharp teeth and claws, etc. Yeah. However, because of processing technology, now we have many products using complex ingredient with unclear or doubtful syubhat halal status. Yeah, so that's why it's need to be clear by halal certification. So from this chart, we know that, let's say, one of example of haram material that stated in Quran, namely pork. We have some product derivative that may be available in product that we consume every day. Yeah, so that's why I need to be clear for the status by halal certification. Okay. And actually, halal is not about religion, but also about hygiene, safety, and cleanliness. And we call it in Islamic terminology, namely toyib or goods. Yeah. Okay. Halal and toyib must be in a one package. Okay. So by definition, halal product means that product that made from halal material and produced in facility that is not contaminated by haram and najis material. Yeah, and halal certification will guarantee product free from haram and unclean substance. Okay, now talking about Muslim population in the world globally. Yeah, it is about 1.9 billion, and we have region with large Muslim populations such as Middle East, then Central Asia, North Africa, South Africa, and also Southeast Asia. And if talking about global Muslim consumer spend, yeah, we have more than there is a estimation, yeah, about halal food and beverage consumption, yeah, at 2025, about more than 1,600 billion US dollar. Yeah, and among of this, food and beverages comprises about 1,200 billion US dollar. Yeah. Okay. And what about halal certification in Indonesia? Yeah, Indonesia itself is the biggest Muslim country in the world. Yeah, I think so. We have like 270 million people in 2020, and among of them, 88% of them are Muslim, means about more than 230 million. Yeah, and of course, halal and food beverage market in Indonesia consumption is quite high. Yeah. And according to the market research that was performed by IHATEC, yeah, halal is important consideration for people when buying goods in Indonesia. And then halal logo as a reliable source of halal information. Yeah, so this is the points, yeah, for any party that would like to make a business about the product in Indonesia. Yeah. So halal must be one of the consideration, and halal usually it will be known by customer by the halal logo. Okay. And in 2014, Indonesia has enacted halal mandatory or an act, namely Act number 33, yeah, that mention product that enter, circulated, and traded in the territory of Indonesia must be halal certified. Yeah. And what is the meaning of product? Product here is the good, yeah, or services related to food, beverages, drug, cosmetic, chemical product, biological product, then genetically modified organic product, as well as useful goods. Yeah, means consumer goods that are utilized by the public. So this is what that mentioned in the Act of Halal Product Assurance in Indonesia. However, government also gave the timeline for phasing out halal certification obligation in Indonesia, and we can see from this slide that for food beverage, the timeline is 2024, means next 2 years, And for cosmetics, traditional medicine, supplement, and consumer good is 2026, as well as also for OTC drugs and also pharmacy medicine. And for prescription only medicine, then control drug excluding narcotic and psychotropic, the timeline is 2029. So the closest timeline is for food and beverage. And this is the update of Indonesian halal regulation. Suppose if there is an import product, and the product is a retail product. Retail product means product that directly bought by consumer in the retail market. So if the product would like to put the halal logo, so it is compulsory to have a halal certificate from a BPGPH. So if you ask what is BPGPH, BPGPH is the institution in Indonesia, that is assigned to coordinate the halal product assurance system. And for if the import product is material, so actually still allowed, to have like the country halal certificate, country halal certificate. However, they need to register to BPGPH, and who party that must register can be the material supplier or material user, and they must pay for about 800,000 rupiah or $55 per certificate. This is not for getting halal certificate, but only for permission for a company to use this material. So this is based on our based on the regulation. And some of regulation here, of course, the first is the Act number 33 that I mentioned before. This is the Act regarding halal product assurance, and it is make in detail, derived in detail based on government regulation 39 year 2021 concerning how to implement halal product assurance, and also some of the decision from the head of BPGPH, number 141, 2021 concerning the service tariff. So this is especially for this information, that the material that have a local or country halal certificate, they must register and by paying a certain amount. So this is the update of halal Indonesian halal regulation. Okay, and of course the tariff regulation will give impact to the industry that use a lot of material and has many overseas affiliates such as flavors, fragrance houses, cosmetics industries. The material user will prefer to the material producer who obtain MUI halal decree and BPGPH halal certificate for their efficiency and also effectiveness. Because no need to always register, something like that. Okay, and also in the government regulation number 39 year 2021 and article 72, the halal inspection must be finished within 15 days after BPGPH send the registration to a halal inspection body. So this is the timeline how to finish the halal certification. Okay, and actually we already talked about some institution that involved in halal certification in Indonesia. So basically there are 3 institutions that involves in halal certification. First is BPGPH. BPGPH is a government institution that will receive the registration then issues the halal certificate, then also performing halal bodies accreditation, yeah, and also like issuing some rule or regulation or policy regarding halal certification process. However, we have the other institution, namely Indonesian Council of Ulama, MUI, yeah, that still this is the body, the institution that will decide the halal status of the product. Yeah. So based on the registration that is received by BPCPH, then it will be goes to the halal inspection body, yeah, that will conduct audit and deliver report to BPCPH and deliver report to MUI that will issue the decision of halal haram regarding the product, yeah. And MUI also issues halal decree, yeah. And one of halal inspection bodies in Indonesia, namely LPPOM MUI. LPPOM MUI is the what we call it the first, yeah. Because we already LPPOM MUI already has an experience more than 30 years, yeah, on the halal certification process. Yeah. Okay. And who can apply for halal certification? First, of course, the product owner, yeah, means the owner of the product, they can register for obtaining halal certificate. And then a factory owner means the place when the product is produced, yeah, also can register to have halal certificate. Means, let's say if the factory don't have their own product, means belong to other party, however they produce, yeah, and on behalf of the product owner, the factory like a toll manufacturer also possible to register to obtain halal certificate. Then other party also distributor or importer, yeah, means this is the party that distribute the product produced by a certain company, yeah. And then the restaurant owner and also abattoir owner, yeah, this is the slaughter houses owner, yeah. So this is the party that can apply for obtaining halal certification. And basically, this is the flow of halal certification process for product that marketed to Indonesia. Yeah. So first, coming from the company, yeah, that apply for STTD. STTD is the what we call it, the a document, yeah, that issued by BPGPH, yeah, after all of the registration requirements are complete, yeah, and company need to go to C halal system, yeah. This is the system from BPGPH on registration process, yeah. And then the company also registered to the CROL system and performing payment, and also there will be STTD issuance. And after this is complete, then going to the audit scheduling, yeah, means company and LPPOM MUI set and agree on the audit schedule, the time when audit will be performed. Then the audit will be conducted based on halal assurance system implementation of the company. Mean there will be a verification how halal assurance system is implemented in the company. And then if it is needed, yeah, for a certain product will go to the laboratory analysis. This is not for all product. And parallelly of that, also the result of audit will be discussed in the auditor meeting, yeah. And from that, also there will be the halal assurance system status decision, means that there will be an assessment of the adequacy of fulfilling of halal assurance system criteria to be able to proceed to fatwa committee meeting. Means after all requirements are completed by company, then the registration will be discussed in fatwa committee meeting. Yeah, fatwa committee is the committee from Indonesian Council of Ulama or MUI that will decide the halalness of the registered product, and if the product is decided halal by Fatwa Committee, then halal decree as well as halal assurance system status and also certificate issuance will be performed after that. Yeah, and based on this halal decree and also the system and BPGPH that company already put the STTD, then company will receive the halal certificate from BPGPH. So that's basically the process. Okay, so what is difference of MUI halal decree and BPGPH halal certificate? MUI halal decree is the MUI written fatwa which states the halalness of the product in accordance with Islamic law, while BPGPH halal certificate is the halalness of the product recognition issued by BPGPH based on written halal fatwa, means based on the halal decree, yeah, issued by MUI. Okay. So this is the what we call it appearance of halal certificate, yeah, document for Indonesia market, yeah. So this is that we call it as MUI halal decree, yeah, and this is status of halal assurance system status or halal assurance system certificate, yeah. This document is only issued by LP for LPPOM MUI client, yeah, and validity period is 4 years, and the right one is the BPGPH halal certificate that will be issued based on the MUI halal decree, yeah, and the validity, of course, the same 4 years, yeah. Okay, and now what is the challenges in halal certification process? Yeah, so first, of course, the company must comply with government regulation. Yeah, and of course, also sometimes must comply with global standard. Yeah, especially if the product also will be marketed in many countries. Yeah, okay. Because certain countries, they have standard for a halal product recognition. Yeah. Here are the example of Islamic organization worldwide. Yeah, that they sometimes they have a certain standard. Yeah, that also must be followed by a company that would like to do market in that country. Yeah. So this is with all the halal logo, like Ivanka is in the US, yeah. And here we can see some of the halal certifier body in Australia, yeah, and in other countries. Okay, and this is example of international halal standard. We have like Malaysian standard, yeah, MS 1500, yeah, and then Singapore MUIS halal standard. Then GSO, yeah, then SASO, this is for Saudi standard, then GSO here, yeah, and Uni Arab Emirates, yeah, and also OIC or SMIEC, yeah, OIC or SMIC, yeah. And okay, yeah, talking about the halal certification from MUI or from Indonesia, yeah. So we have this halal certificate from MUI that is approved for global market. Yeah, and this document is only issued for LPPOM MUI client. Yeah, this is a specific halal certificate because the halal decree validity is different. This is 3 years because following the GSO 2055 scheme, yeah. So the product can be marketed in the Uni Arab Emirates, yeah. And the other certificate is 4 years, yeah, for the validity. Okay. And Indonesia, especially LPPOM MUI, yeah, has issued the standard, namely Halal Assurance System 23,000, and this also like the follow, yeah, by some other countries, some other halal certifier body in many parts of the world. Yeah. And this halal certification standard basically derived from Islamic law on halal and haram in food, drug, and cosmetic. And it is technically decided or explained by the document or the activity, namely MUI fatwa decision or MUI fatwa on food and drug cosmetic, and then become the technical standard and it is issued by MUI fatwa commission. And from MUI fatwa then LPPOM MUI make the detailed concept that can be implemented by company following the normal approach of quality management system in the world, namely halal assurance system concept, and we call as HAS 23,000. And we have many types, and this is specific for a certain product. We call it as has thematic. It depends on the business process, like for processed meat industry, then for pharmaceutical industry, or for restaurant, for cosmetic industry, for logistics services, and also for general processing industry requirement. So a company can choose this book as a reference that suitable for their business process or the type of product. And this is the LPPOM MUI policies on halal assurance system. First, companies shall implement halal assurance system in accordance with HAS manual that has been developed and written. Then halal assurance system implementation is authorized by LPPOM MUI through audit process. Mean audit is performed to verify the HAS implementation in the company. And then audit result of HAS implementation stated in the halal assurance system status and also halal assurance system certificate. So there will be like A or B. And company will obtain halal certificate if the halal assurance system status minimum B. So means that there is no critical weaknesses found, or all critical weaknesses already closed by the company, so that the product can be proceed to fatwa committee meeting. And this is the standard of halal assurance system, HAS 20,000, that basically comprises 11 halal assurance system criteria. And it is start from the halal policy, then halal management team, training and education, material, product, production facility, written procedure for critical activities, traceability, then procedure if there is a product that not meet halal criteria, how to handle it, and then internal audit and management review. And basically it is also adapted by BPGPH, and BPGPH give the name become halal product assurance system. And basically for halal product assurance system from BPGPH, it contains 5 criteria. However, if we break it down, so it is also 11 halal assurance system criteria. Example, for the first criteria of halal product assurance system is commitment, responsibility. It is contains of halal policy, halal team, and training. And then second criteria is material, the same with material. Then third criteria for HPAS is halal production process. It contains facilities, procedure for critical activities, and handling of non-halal conformance product. And then fourth criteria is product. Then in the halal assurance system 20,000 is product and traceability. And a fifth criteria of HPES is monitoring and evaluation, and it is content of internal audit and management review. So again, that just remind that halal product is product that produced from halal material and production facility that is not contaminated with haram and najis material. So here, for the material scope here, it contains is the raw material, mean material that mainly used to produce the product, and then additives, material that added for the product, those two, raw material and additive, will become the composition, yeah, if we see from the composition. Then not only raw material and additive, but also processing aid, means material that need to have the process but not become the composition, because sometimes after they have the process, then it is separated. For example, activated carbon for bleaching of like coconut oil. This is example. So the activated carbon will be filtered, will be separated, not become the composition, but already contact with the coconut oil. So the halal status of activated carbon also must be clear. So become the scope here. And then primary packaging, then lubricant, grease sanitizer, which in direct contact with the product. So only primary packaging. Then cleaning and a detergent or washing aid, also that direct contact with the production facility that produce the product. And lastly, the cleaning validation media, also that direct contact with material of product, because this material also have possibility for the criticalness regarding halal. Yeah. Okay. Then the category material based on the criticalness, actually we divide it into non-critical and also critical. For non-critical material, which is clear for the halal status, such as fresh veggie and then sea animals, minerals, yeah, and we call it as halal positive materials, and LPPOM MUI not require any halal supporting document. However, this outside of that, we call as critical material, and we divide it into two parts. First is material that must be supported by a halal certificate, such as meats, yeah, and then animal derivative materials such as bovine gelatin, collagen, means animal here is animal that must be slaughtered, yeah, not fish, yeah, and then flavor and fragrance, whey and lactose, yeah. So it is compulsory to have halal certificate. The other company can provide non-halal certificate. Example, company can provide a flowchart, then ingredient information, halal questionnaire, declaration letter, and there is a reference which is really clear based on SK11. Yeah, this is the decree how to have a detailed supporting document for a certain material. Yeah. Okay. So there is a guidance, yeah, how to fulfill the supporting document, not supporting document that not a halal certificate. Yeah. So it will make company easy, yeah, to follow the standard of LPPOM MUI. Yeah. And how about standard for production facility based on SAS 23000? Yeah. Basically, facility can be shared to produce uncertified product, yeah, as long as POC free, means companies still can share, yeah, as long as other material for non-certified product not derived or not containing material from POC. So it can be obtained from the information of the material, yeah, or company can have the SOP to screen that all material that will go to the same facility with certified product are for free. Then facility must not be alternately used for producing halal product and product containing pork or porcine derivative material, or we call it as PDM. Yeah. So cannot be like a company use a certain facility. Yeah. First they produce halal product, then after that they produce non-halal product containing pork, then they do cleaning. Yeah. After cleaning, they use for halal certified product, something like that. So this is not allowed, yeah. Although they apply Syari cleaning, and facility must be halal dedicated for restaurant, meat storage, and container. Yeah. However, facility that previously has been used to produce product containing pork, yeah, it can be used, yeah, for producing halal certified product after Syari cleaning, yeah. However, after that, company cannot use that facility to produce product that containing pork again, something like that. So only one time has been using for pork derivative material, then Syari cleaning, then used for halal certified product. And dry cleaning is accepted only for mutawasitah najis on equipment that cannot absorb it. Yeah, mutawasitah mean medium najis. Yeah, and there is a requirement here that the facility, the equipment is not is inert. Yeah, so cannot absorb the najis. So facility can be cleaned by dry cleaning. Maybe because of technical difficulties. Yeah, if you use water, it makes like the facility become what we call it bad. Yeah, so company can use dry cleaning. Yeah, okay. And why with LPPOM MUI? Yeah, again that LPPOM MUI has 30 years experience, yeah, on halal certification process, yeah, and so that we are experiences and also reliable, yeah, and then we are accredited by BPCPH, then CAN is Kantor Akreditasi Nasional, mean National Accredited Offices of Indonesia, and also according to Uni Arab Emirates scheme, yeah. And we has more than 1,000 trained and experienced auditors. Yeah. So this is LPPOM. And LPPOM MUI also have extensive network and international acknowledgement. Yeah. Means we have certified and has been become the partner for more than 20,000 companies spread in 65 countries, collaborate with more than 40 overseas halal certification body, and HAS 23,000 is adopted by them, yeah, become the standard, and also has 34 branches overseas in Indonesia and 3 overseas representative, yeah, in China, Korea, and also in Taiwan. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, actually we don't talk based on experience, but also we try to know, yeah, how is customer satisfaction, or we do some research, yeah, to obtain customer satisfaction index, yeah. And we obtain that both in 2020 and 2021, this is the latest, we obtained very satisfied, yeah, because based on customer satisfaction index, if between 81 until 100, the note or the mark is very satisfied. Yeah. Okay. So this is the what will contact or channel information of LPPOM MUI, that we have the website, namely www.halalmui.org. Then we have WhatsApp services, mobile apps for Halal MUI, and also call center and email services, that namely customer care at halalmui.org. And also we have what we call platform for halal certification process, yeah. And a company can go to www.e-lppomMui.org, that we call it as Zero SS 23,000. So this is the halal registration platform, which is what we call it, company can check at the time, yeah, how is the you can monitor, yeah, the process accordingly, yeah. And then we have some social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, yeah, LinkedIn, etc. Yeah. So this is the channel of LPPOM MUI. Okay, so that's all, Pak Bekti, for my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. I give the time back to Pak Bekti. Thank you very much. So I will stop sharing.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Mulyarini, for your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have one presentation from Ms. Chuchu Purwaningrum before we go to the Q&A session. And I am handing it over now to Ms. Chuchu. Ms. Chuchu, the time is yours.
Thank you so much, Pak Bekti. So, good afternoon, everyone. Let introduce myself. My name is Cucu, and then in this session, I will continue to present the next material regarding to the Indonesia Halal certification. Especially, we will talk about the procedure and also the LPPOM MUI program to help the customer to get the Halal certificate. Okay, this is actually our topic, yeah, in this session, a procedure and also LPPOM MUI service. So I will start from the first one, the procedure to get the Indonesia Halal certificate. Yeah. So actually start from the 2019 for the company that want to get the Halal certificate from Indonesia. So it's mean that this one currently is handled by our government. So the first step is the company need to register to our government, or we call BPGPH, yeah, our government agency that handle for the Halal certification in Indonesia. And then the first is the application, yeah, send the application to BPGPH. Then the next, after the application to BPGPH, yeah, because not all audit documents handled by BPGPH, then the rest of the documents like audit documents, the documents related to the materials, the document related to the halal assurance system, the documents related to the implementation of the halal assurance system, etc. So this document is need to be submitted to LPPOM MUI as a halal inspection body, or the body that have the responsibility to do the audit. Then after the company submit all of documents to LPPOM MUI, the next step actually is LPPOM MUI will do the audit process or a verification process to the company. Yeah, we will check whether all of halal assurance system criteria already implemented by the company. Is there any non-conformity or no? So we will check it, yeah, during the audit. Then after the audit finish, if all of non-conformities, if any, yeah, already closed by the company, then the next step is the issuance. Actually, this one is before issuance is the next step is we will bring, LPPOM MUI will bring the report to the Fatwa Committee meeting. Then this meeting will decide the halalness of the products. After decided as a halal products by a Fatwa Committee meeting, then the halal certificate will be issued by our BPGPH. So this is, I want to explain more detail step by step. Yeah, the first is related to the registration to BPGPH. What kind of documents, how is the step, etc. I will explain it to you. Yeah, and then after that we will talk about the documents submission to LPPOM MUI. So we will talk the first one first. Yeah, registration to BPGPH. So actually, the first step, actually, this one is the company need to do the registration to BPGPH through the C Halal site. Yeah, this one is online submission or the system. Yeah, documents submission system is based on the online system. And then after that, after all of documents submitted to BPGPH, then BPGPH will review, yeah, whether the documents is enough or no. Then after enough, then BPGPH will send, yeah, the application to LPPOM MUI. And then after the LPPOM MUI receive the application or the registration, then LPPOM MUI will input the amount of the inspection fee. Yeah, this one will be input in the C Halal system. And then after that, the company will receive the invoice. Yeah, because this one is BPGPH will issue the single invoice. And then after that, BPGP8 can be downloaded by the company through Halal system. And then the company need to complete the payment or do the payment. After doing the payment, then BPGPH will issue the we call the STTD, like Miss Muryorini explained it before, that STTD is a documents state that this registration can be audited, because the company already submit the registration documents, and also the company already pay for the Halal certification. And then this is actually the interface of the Halal, owned by BPGPH. So the first one is like a normal process. The company need to do the sign up to create an account in the Halal application, in the Halal system. And then the next step is activated the account through email, because during the registration, the company need to put the email address, and after that, for the activation, code or link will be sent in those email address. And then after that, after activate this account, then the company can do the login, and then after that, all of documents related for the registration can be submitted here. And then what kind of documents that need to be prepared for the BPGPH registration? The first is the company need to prepare the application letter, and then the next one is the registration form need to be filled by the company, and also signed by authorized person. And then the third is please prepare also the business license. For the overseas company, actually the business license is not only the business license owned by the company, but also the business license that owned by the distributor or representative company in Indonesia. So please prepare both. And then the fourth, actually a copy of the Halal supervision, the supervisor determination letter. So this one is also for the Halal supervisor to get the Indonesia Halal certificate. Actually, the company must have the Halal supervisor. For the overseas company, if because as a Halal supervisor, the requirement is he or she must be a Muslim. If overseas company don't have any Muslim employee, then the Halal supervisor can come from the representative office in Indonesia or come from the distributor in Indonesia. So this determination letter need to be prepared. And then the fifth is the company also need to list the name and the type of each products that will be registered. And then the sixth is the list of all of materials they use to produce the products. And then the next one is a product manufacturing process or a flow processing chart, how to produce the products. And then the last one is this one is very important, the Halal assurance system documents, like a Halal assurance system manual, and then the sum of evidence for the Halal assurance system implementation. These all documents need to be prepared and then submitted through Halal system. Okay, the first is registration through Halal, and then the second is submit the documents to LP POM MUI. This one is audit documents that need for the audit purpose. And then how to submit this document is through different until now still not integrate. We have another site for audit document submission. We call this system as a zero system. And then this is the site lppomui.org. And then what kind of documents that need to be prepared for the audit? So the first is the same, actually the same with the registration, Halal Assurance System Manual, and then the flow process chart, this one also the same, no need to prepare different, and then the third, this one is a different with the registration documents, the company also need to prepare the statement of poke-free facility, and then this statement need to be signed by authorized person like production manager or the the plant manager, etc. That can ensure that the facility are porcine free. And then the fourth is address of all production. The list of all production facility. Example, if the company want to produce the products, how many manufacturer, how many plants they use, and then is there any like external warehouse or no? If yes, then all of facility, all of manufacturer address, all of external warehouse address. Maybe you have the tool manufacturer also. So this one is need to be listed in the list of the production facility here. And then the next is the evidence of the halal policy dissemination. Like if you put the halal policy in the office area or in the plant area, then this the evidence, like a picture, need to be submitted. And then evidence of the halal management team competency, such as competency certificate or the training evidence, all of team there, all of people, all of employee in your company already get the training about the halal assurance system. This one is need to be submitted, the evidence, the training evidence. And then the next one is internal audit result. Before the audit, we need to ensure that your company already implement halal assurance system and your site already do the internal audit. So this evidence need to be submitted. And then the next one also, because not only halal, we consider also about the safety. So for the food, especially for the company, so it's need to upload the minimum GMP certificate. And then the next one is for the company, if you are a company that sell the products to UAE market, and you want to use our MUI halal decree as halal documents for your products, then the UAE, because we are already accredited based on UAE standard, then UAE require us to do the HACCP audit. So it's mean that if you want to get the UAE certificate, UAE scheme certificate, from us, you need also to provide the HACCP plan. And then the next one is a list of product. I think the same list of material. I think the same, but not only the list of materials. For the audit, we need also the halal supporting documents for all critical materials. Like if you use like flavor, then we need the halal certificate of the flavor. If you use like ole resin, then we need like a halal certificate, or maybe if they don't have a halal certificate, so maybe you can provide us the halal questionnaire, flow processing chart, etc. This kind of documents need also to be submitted during the to LPPOM before the audit. And then the last one is the matrix, material versus product. This one also very important, to produce the products, what kind of material they use, you need to declare one by one. We don't need any grammage or any quantity for the products, for the material they use. You only need to declare, example, to produce the candy, what kind of material use, like a sugar, flavor, colorant, what kind of colorant, something, you need to make this kind of document. Okay, so actually there are so many documents that need to be prepared during the registration and before the audit. But we know, especially for the new company that just that start to get the halal certificate, we help the company to prepare the the format or the blank the blank form. Yeah, so you can use this blank form. Yeah, like a registration form, we can provide it to you. Yeah, you just need to fill it. Yeah. Halal student system manual also, we have like the questionnaire template. Yeah, so you just need to fill this questionnaire something. Okay, and then this is actually the example, yeah, for each documents, like Halal student system manual. Actually, this documents is the system manual, yeah, that describe how the company implement the Halal student system criteria, yeah, start from the Halal policy until the management review. And then these documents should be reflecting the company's business process, yeah, and they are not just copy paste, yeah, but need to be yeah, made according to the company's business process. And then this one is also cannot be integrated with another manual a system like food safety you have maybe, but this Halal student system manual must be made separately. And then the next is this, the example of the flow processing chart. You need also to prepare it. Yeah, example, if your product is a maltodextrin, and then how to produce the maltodextrin, you need to write the step one by one. Yeah, start from the material preparation, and then after that maybe the enzyme reaction, and then after that maybe you use like refining process something. So one by one need to be described in the flow processing chart documents. And then this is the example of the POC-free facility statement. Yeah, yeah. This one we don't have any special format. You can make it by your format. And then the next one is the example of the address of all facility. Yeah. So here you can write example, the headquarter is in Jakarta. Yeah. And then the manufacturer address actually in the different city. Yeah. So you can write by one. Maybe you have also the toll manufacturer address. Yeah. Or external warehouse, or maybe you have more than one plant. Yeah. Yeah, so you need to write down here. And then this is the next is the example of the list of the materials they use. Yeah, like to make the products, you use the gelatin. Yeah, so you need to write the gelatin, and then from producer. Yeah, from which producer this gelatin produce. Yeah, like example here from Global Capsule Bangladesh. Yeah. And then who is the supplier, and then what kind of halal supporting documents, yeah, that for this product materials. Like here for gelatin, they have the halal certificate, and the halal certificate actually from Indonesia. Yeah, so you need to write down here the number of the certificate, the validity, etc. If the material don't have like a certificate, so maybe like a sunflower oil, yeah, you just need to put it in the remark column that this one is have a halal questionnaire or specification or flowchart, etc. Okay, the evidence of the halal student system implementation. Example here. The first picture is example of the halal policy dissemination. Yeah, and then the second one is the example of the internal audit evidence. And then the last one is an example of the training, halal student system training evidence. Yeah, you can prepare it. So after your company finish for the registration, and then make the payment for the halal certification, yeah, and then already provide the audit documents, then BPGPH will issue this STTD, and after STTD issued, then we can do the audit. Okay, that's all for the procedure itself. actually after the audit, if there is any non-conformity, so the auditor will inform you, through the serial system, or through email or WhatsApp, etc. Which one that make you easier, to contact our auditor. And then after that, you need to make the corrective action, and also the correction for all of non-conformity. And then after that, after all of non-conformity are closed, then the next step, like I mentioned it before, is the Halal certificate process issuance will be done. Okay, so this is the procedure. The next is we want to continue for LP POM MUS services. This one is actually our way, or programs to help all of companies, to get the Halal certificate. So we have 5 main programs. The first is a one-stop service program, we call, and then the second one is the pre-assessment program, and then the third is a modified on-site audit. The fourth is intensive service, and then the last one is we have the Halal partner, to help you, as your partner, if you want to discuss something regarding to the Halal certification. So start from the first program. We call it one-stop service. Like I mentioned it before, is for the Halal certification, there are so many documents that need to be prepared. There are so many steps, that need to be followed to get the Halal certificates. So we are, as a Halal inspection body in Indonesia, have this program we call one-stop service. So you just need to prepare all of documents, and then just provide the documents to us. Then we will help you, for the administration process, like start from the registration, etc. So we will help you, to do it. You just need to contact us, and then prepare the document and submit all of the documents to us. Then we will help you for the administration process, start from the registration, etc. So we hope, with this program, it make more simple and efficient. This one is because so many steps. So we will help you to make it more simple than before. And then also we will help you to meet the timeline. Maybe you have like before, because Ibu Mulyorini or Miss Mulyorini before said that based on our regulation, maximum is 15 days for the company to finish the audit. If there is non-conformity, then you need 15 days to finish it. So with this one-stop service, we will help you to arrange the timeline. Just provide the documents to us. We will arrange the timeline for you, to help you to meet the government regulation. And then the second one, we have also the pre-assessment programs. This one is actually our offering for the new company. I mean, the company that just start to get the Halal certificate. What kind of program is it? This one is actually this pre-assessment is we give the training. The first is we give the training to you, and then after that is we provide all of template, like registration template, registration form, etc. You just need to fill it. This one is will make you easier to provide the documents for the Halal registration. And then the third one is we will do the gap analysis after the training, and then you prepare all of documents, and then we will do the gap analysis whether your company is documents and also the implementation is already meet the requirements or not. We hope by using this method, then after the registration, the result of the audit is okay, yeah. So you can get the halal certificate faster, yeah. Because in the before the registration, we already do the gap analysis. So this is the pre-assessment program. Yeah, and then how to follow the pre-assessment program. So we have also here the link, yeah, if you want to follow this program, yeah. Maybe you are the new company or companies that already have the halal certificate. Also, you can follow this program, yeah, before the renewal process. So the next is we have the modified on-site audit. Actually, this program we launched it in the when pandemic, yeah, in the beginning of the pandemic, yeah. So this program give the opportunity to the company to get the halal certificate even in the pandemic condition. So this one is like a remote audit. Yeah, we still do the remote audit currently. Yeah, for some of registration, maybe especially for the overseas, because until now is still in the pandemic situation. And then the next one is a fast and intensive service. It's mean that yeah, we have the programs, yeah. If you are doing the certification, then you only will meet one person, yeah. In the beginning, we call it a halal partner. So if you want to discuss anything, yeah, related to the registration, etc. So we will give you one account officer. We call it a halal partner. And then also in the audit step, yeah, we will also send one auditor, yeah, that will handle your registration. So we hope with this formula or with this program, yeah, this one is will make the process faster, yeah. You just need to contact two people, yeah. The first is a halal partner, the second one is an auditor. You don't need to contact so many people. So we hope the communication will be fluently, yeah. Okay, I think that's all, yeah, my presentation related to the procedure and also LP POM-MUA programs. So I will give the session back to Bapak Bekti. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Cucu, for your presentation. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe after this presentation, you have many questions to ask. So we open the discussion session. For those who have a question, you can type your question in the channel provided by the FI Asia team. And we already have the first question. The question, yeah, this question is for Dr. Mulyorini. Yeah, the question is, after halal certificate are invalid after 4 years, do we need to repeat the same process to get a renew of a certificate?
Okay, so should I directly answer, Pak Bekti?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Dr.
yeah, thank you very much for the question. Okay, so yes, after the validity of halal certificate is expired, then a company need to perform renewal. Usually, we suggest to perform like 2 or 3 months before expire. Yeah, and the process basically is the same. However, if a company use LP POM-MUI, yeah, during the certification process, yeah, for the data that's already uploaded in Serol, company still can like recall or download it and just update, yeah, for the certain information that need to be updated. For example, if you already have like list of material and then there is no change, or if there is also change, like you add the new material, you just add the new material, and then for the existing material or the previous material, you just need to update the halal sporting document. For example, if there is a halal certificate that already expired, then you just need to update. Or if there is any new information for material that supported by non-halal certificate like flowchart or others type of halal sporting document, company just need to update. Means there is a more simple action, yeah, because you already have the information in our system. Just need to update the existing information according to current information on the renewal process. So that's all, Bhakti, for the answer.
Thank you, Dr. Mulyarini. So we need to apply for renewal of halal
Yeah,
certificate, right?
renewal.
When the halal certificate is about to expired.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
2 or 3 months before, yeah.
Okay. And we have another question, Ibu Dr. Mulyarini. The question is, if the halal registration is applied by distributor or importer, should they register the factory, and should the factory or the principal implement has 20,000?
Yeah, very good question for this question. Thank you very much. Yes, so distributor or importer, distributor of product can apply to obtain halal certificate, and of course they must register the producer, and there is requirement that the HAS manual also including the scope of HAS manual implemented in the producer side, yeah, because usually distributor the scope of activities is only distribute the product. However, because they register the product on that produced by the producer, so the HAS manual scope must include the scope that implement in the producer. Yeah, so this is the requirement. Yeah, correct.
Thank you. All right, we have the next question. The question is for Ms. Chuchu. The question is there any charge fee for halal certification stamp from LPPOM MUI? Please, Ibu Chuchu.
Okay, thank you. So related to the fee for the halal certification, yes, we charge the fee for the halal certification, and this fee actually already regulated by our government. Yeah, there is a tariff for the halal certification fee. So this is depend on the countries. Example for the Southeast Asia and then Europe, this one is different, yeah, for the halal certification fee. Yeah, depend on the distance, yeah, for the Southeast Asia. This one, the distance from Indonesia is not too far. Depend on in the countries in Europe. This one is my answer, yeah, Bhakti. And then how about the range for the certification fee? Actually, like example in the Southeast Asia, if your product is categorized as food ingredients, yeah, categorized as a food, chemical, and microbial products, so the certification fee is about 3,700 US dollar. But if your manufacturer plant, yeah, maybe in Europe, this is about 5,000 US dollar for the certification fee.
Okay, Ms. Chuchu, is the cost applied for one factory or for several factory?
Okay, yeah, thank you, Bhakti. Yeah, this one is for one factory, and then not for that if you have the same product type, like you only produce the candy, but if the amount or the of the products is below 100, yeah, maybe you have a candy with the various taste, various flavor, yeah, and then you register for 50 candies, then this one is actually you just need to pay in the one price, yeah. and then you only produce it in the one factory. So the price is, like I mentioned it before, if your factory is in Europe, is about 5,000 USD. Yeah, so this one is for the products below 100, and then the material below 250, and then the address is on the factory is only one factory address. Yeah, if you have maybe more than one factory address on your product, so many, more than 100, your material more than 2050, so there is additional fee for this.
Okay, so the cost is for one factory and products below 100 products, right? So actually, the cost of LPPOM MUI is not actually based on the product number, right?
Yes, yeah, there's multiple 100 products. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Ms. Chuchu. We have another question here. Will we meet LPPOM MUI in FI Asia Thailand? Maybe Ibu, Miss Chuchu, can you let us know?
Thank you so much. Yes, actually, yeah, we will have a booth there, yeah, in the food ingredients Asia in Thailand, yeah, on 3 until sorry, of the dates is from 4, yeah, Pak Bekti, 4 until 7 October.
5 to 7.
Oh, sorry, 5 to 7 October 2022. Yeah, we have put there. Maybe Pak Bekti, you can add the information related to the location, and also we have the seminar session also there. Yeah, maybe Pak Bekti, you will add the more information about it.
Okay, so we already published, yeah, Ibu Cucu, in our social media and our promotional media, yeah, regarding our participation in the expo, yeah, in the exhibition. So we have other question for Ibu, for Dr. Mulyorini. The question is, for product that will be sold in Indonesia that want to put halal logo, should company obtain Indonesia halal certificate even though the products have been certified by local halal certification body? Please, Ibu Uning.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So this is according to the government regulation that the product that will be marketed in Indonesia and want to put a logo, so the halal certification coming from Indonesia, I mean from country, yeah, from Indonesia. So that's the answer.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mulyorini. So, ladies and gentlemen, we still have 7 minutes for this Q&A session. So, once again, if you have any question, you can type your question in the channel provided by the FI Asia team. I have a question for Ms. Chuchu. Ms. Chuchu, is there some kind of surveillance during the validity of halal certificate?
Okay, thank you, Pak Bekti. Yeah, as we know that the halal certificate validation is 4 years, so it's mean that we must conduct the surveillance based on the standard for the halal, the body that provide the certification, yeah, for the products, yeah, ISO 16075. Yeah, so based on those standard, yeah, we must conduct the surveillance, and then how is the surveillance programs or schedule is we will conduct the surveillance twice, yeah, in the 4 years, and then how is the surveillance will be done. We have 2 types of the surveillance. The first is the on-site surveillance. It's mean that we come to the site directly, yeah, to verify whether the company is still consistent to implement the halal assurance system or no. And then the second type of the surveillance is like honest surveillance. So for this honest surveillance, actually, we just need the company to provide the evidence for the halal assurance implementation, yeah, and then we will review it in our office, yeah. If there is anything that need to be revised or anything that need to be yeah, yeah, there's something here. So we will inform the company, and the company need to submit the corrective action something. Yeah. So we have on-site and also on this surveillance program.
All right, thank you very much, Ibu Miss Cucu. And I also get other question from our client. Yes, for the audit, I think the question is for Miss Cucu. For the audit performed by LPPOM MUI, will you visit the factory even though the factory located outside Indonesia? Will you visit the factory even though the factory located outside Indonesia?
Okay, this one is for me, Bapak Bekti?
Yes, for you,
Okay,
Miss Cucu.
thank you. Yeah, so currently, like I mentioned it before, that during this pandemic, for the overseas, we do the remote audit, or we call it the modified on-site audit. But we will evaluate it, yeah, in the end of this year, yeah, because there is a news, yeah, that in the end of this year's yeah, there is like not pandemic anymore, yeah. If the condition is not in the pandemic anymore, then we will come, yeah, we will do the on-site audit. It's mean that we will go aboard, yeah, to visit the factory, yeah, to verify to audit directly to the factory address in the overseas. Yeah.
All right. We
So
go to
maybe
the,
I can add
yes, please.
something. Okay. So this is a very good question, yeah, Bu Cucu and Pak Bekti, yeah. So basically, yeah, we will evaluate for the type of audit that previously during pandemic we perform through remote, and maybe if the situation is good and we come directly to the plant, yeah. However, we can shorten the time by that a company can like send some of evidence of halal assurance system implementation prior to audit, so that the audit in the site and overseas can be done like effectively, yeah. We can shorten the time, something like that, because actually we already have the experience, yeah. So on the side, we will more focus on something that we have to perform observation directly, yeah. So we can shorten the time. So this is also our way, yeah, for giving a best service for company. So we can shorten the time of audit, yeah, directly on the site.
Thank you, Dr. Mulyorini. I think I will read the last question. It's for maybe Dr. Mulyorini and maybe for Ms. Cucu. After the final timeline, after we reach final timeline of the phasing out on 2024 for foods and beverage products, will all materials must be supported by a halal certificate? After we reach the final timeline of the phasing out of this obligation on 2024 for foods and beverage products, will all material must be supported by halal certificate?
Ibu Mulyorini mungkin.
Okay, okay. So because yeah, we understand that material that used to produce food and beverage product, not all are coming from Indonesia. I mean, some of industries, they use imported product from overseas, yeah, and also the product from overseas itself, maybe they also follow the requirement or the regulation based on the country. So here, what we mean that the phasing out is for food and drinks, yeah, is the food and a beverage or drink that will be marketed to Indonesia. Yeah, the food and drink that will be marketed in Indonesia, that also possible to use material coming from overseas. Yeah. So while waiting of that, of course, we still have like a rule, yeah, regulation. Also, BPGPH have this kind of rule that there is a material or product that is not compulsory to have halal certificate. Yeah, still can be used to make a product and beverages and food. For example, if the food use like sodium chloride, yeah, the salt that coming from the sea. So no need to, it is not compulsory to have halal certificate, something like that. So still that the component, yeah, not always to be supported by halal certificate, but the product that entered, marketed, yeah, in Indonesia, if already reached to the phase out according to the category, so this kind of product must be must have halal certificate. Yeah. So that's our answer. Maybe Bu Cucu will add the additional information.
Enough, Ibu.
Okay. So anyway, we will wait for the further regulation, yeah, when we reach the final timeline.
Yeah.
All right. I think since it's already 3:30, so I think it is time for us to end this webinar. So for all participants, we would like to thank you for your attendance, and yeah, if you have any question, yeah, after this webinar, please feel free to contact LPPOM MUI. You can go to our website www.halalmui.org, and we will answer your question quickly. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ibu Noing dan
Okay.
Ibu Cucu.
So I will leave the meeting, Pak Bekti, Bu Cucu. Thank you very
Yes,
much, and
thank you
also
very much.
Mr. Anupong and Miss siapa namanya?
Miss Oil.
Dari
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.